This is the Midwestern Whisper. This is Whisper 52. And this will be my last whisper for 2 to 3 days, as my camp trip has been moved up one day due to bad weather this weekend. It was sort of a last minute decision for the group, and namely because the first day, which was supposed to be Friday, went from scattered showers to a solid chance of thunderstorms. So I want to have at least one nice day. And you might be getting tired of hearing me talk about this camp trip, but this is something we've done for many years, and I've done most of the planning, especially in the early stages. And then people get more rambunctious the closer it gets, especially the last week or two. And they want to change everything. And I'm talking everything. And sometimes people fight, sometimes people back off, but it's really gotten to the point where I'm not sure if I'm going to do it to many more years, because it's such a hassle. And as a matter of fact, my wife and I got into a minor argument tonight over the phone, because she has to pick up one of the guys because he lives in a different town and doesn't have a vehicle. And kind of like a family gathering, each person pays for part of the get-together. My friend Mike, he's covering ice and beer. The friend that has to be picked up, Jeff, he's covering all the grill food and a few snacks and water and non-alcoholic drinks. I'm covering the cost of the campsites, the tent, some extra food, non-grilled food, extra ice, and probably firewood. Unfortunately, every year I try to find the dead fallen branches and logs in the timber, and it's just never enough. So I had to either buy it at the state park or county or wherever we're at, or find a place close by. And there usually is a farmhouse or a store or something close, but you really get kind of raked over the coals. It's generally about $5 to $6 for a good-sized laundry basket sized tote of firewood, which if you've ever made a fire outside or in a fireplace, that's really only about 6 to 8 fair-sized logs, and if you're lucky, one of those logs might burn for half hour to 45 minutes. When I camp, I like to keep the fire going pretty much all the time. I like to look at it in the day and night, and it isn't just to cook on, or to have at night to sit around and have light. It's something, a big part of my reason for wanting to tent camp. But as far as I know at the moment, we only have 3 solid people besides my family. And my one friend, he already packed his car. It's completely packed. And we had to take both of our vehicles, namely because I'm going directly to the campsite, which is about an hour from here. And 2, she has to go to another town to pick up my friend, and he has a bunch of stuff. So basically, for a group that's only 5 people, as of this moment, we have 3 completely full cars. And we're only talking 2 days of camping here. I would hate to see if you were doing it for the long haul, like a week or more. Or if you had more people. But I haven't got too many views on my last Whisper. I don't, maybe people are not into Dante's Inferno. I thought it was kind of clever, but I could have made the file a lot smaller if I had just, well, for one thing, I could have made the settings lower. It was on the second highest HD settings, but I could have even made it a still picture because you can barely tell it's a video. It still kind of looks neat to look at it, but you had to look very close to see those lights flickering. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I haven't been gaining many subscriptions, and the comments have kind of trickled as well. I was getting anywhere from 5 to 10 comments and responses a day until the last, I don't know, maybe 3 videos has trickled down to just a few a day, which is okay. I don't need to make this my life, and I shouldn't, because I actually kind of obsess over new things that I'm interested in, and it doesn't take long for me to burn out on it because I obsess over it. And I'm a little worried about that with these whispers, since I'm punching them out at a rate of close to 1 a day. I enjoy it, but I don't want to suddenly decide I don't want to do it anymore, so this break with the camp trip probably would be a good thing. And I'll come back with a bunch of fresh ideas. And if I was out there alone, I would probably do some whispers outside, because I definitely will have my camera with me, but I'm not going to do it with a group of guys watching me. Well, I can't say that. I'm not going to say 100% I'm not going to do that, but if I can get away in the woods, I might, but I've done that, the woods thing, a few times already, but probably won't. Let's just put it that way, but I definitely will get some background shots in my next upcoming whispers from the camp trip. And speaking of bringing my camera, it's amazing how much technology I carry with me on these camp trips. The last 2 or 3, I have a laptop, a digital camera of some sort, my cell phone, all of which have their chargers. So I must have electric outlets at my campsite, and even though it's tinned, which generally raises the cost $3 or $4 a night, but to me it's definitely worth it, because I got, my music for the camp trip is on my laptop, and I just gotta do speakers, because you probably heard me mention that my speakers were kind of crappy, but these are nice Logitech ones, much nicer than I expected. I bought them on eBay the other day, and I was impressed. So, decent speakers to listen to outside. But yeah, I have to have a camera attached to my hip. Almost anywhere I go, I have either my still digital or my HD camera, and it's just because you never know what you're gonna get, what you're gonna come across. About the time that you don't have that camera with you, you'll see that would have been the shot of a lifetime. And I'm still holding out that I'm gonna get something like a tornado recently I've never done before. It's a little bit naughty. And that was videotape my wife and I in bed. Okay, and I watched it, and it was pretty interesting. It was kind of erotic to watch it, even though I was staring at myself, and I could definitely stand to lose a few more pounds. But yeah, I think a while back I was talking about sort of having a dull, not really dull, that sounds too harsh, but a kind of a lackluster marriage, but that sort of spiced things up. Not to go into too many details, but let's just put it this way. We had one session, watched the video, and had another session. So that obviously did work a little bit. So, and to have two sessions in one day, especially within a few hours of each other, quite rare in this marriage. So I'm not complaining. One more use for my HD camera, and it was a good one. So probably won't be back on here with a new whisper until Sunday, possibly Monday. Because it'll be Sunday before I'll be back, and then probably spend that day with my family. So I hope everyone does well and has a good weekend, and wish me luck on my camp trip with my friends, and pray for the rain to stay off. I don't think we're supposed to get any rain tomorrow, but the next day is a good chance. So you think of me and being in a tent, as long as it's not a downpour with gale winds, I'm probably alright, but a little prayer, a little luck wouldn't hurt. So until next time, thank you very much for listening, and I'll talk to you in 2 or 3 days. Goodbye.